Hi everyone. Today Laura and I are very excited to share an MCP connector that we created with a lot of love. We all love using ElevenLabs, and Laura had already tried building an MCP that would allow me to send her voice messages directly through ChatGPT. At the time though, getting everything to work was much more complicated. But now, with the new possibilities opened up by ChatGPT 5.6, we've been able to make the whole process much simpler. There's no complicated setup and no coding required. You only need to deploy the MCP connector, connect it to your ChatGPT account, and that's it. It's genuinely very easy, and in this video, we're going to guide you through the entire process, step by step, so let's get started. The first thing you need to do is go to the ElevenLabs website. We recommend starting with the €5 plan. It's more than enough, and it also allows you to use custom voices that you create for your AI. Once you're inside, go to the developer section. Yes, that little button at the bottom, kind of hidden. It took Lau a moment to find it the first time too. This will open the developer panel, and here you'll need to click on API keys, and then create API key. A small window will appear on the right side of your screen. Here, you can give your API key a name and choose what you want it to do. Lau is selecting options like text-to-speech, speech-to-text, sound effects, voice generation, and more. There are quite a lot of options here, so feel free to explore and play around with them. Once you've decided everything you want your API key to do, just click Create. And don't worry, if you want to add more features later, you can always edit your API keys. Now, this part is very important. When your API key appears on the screen, make sure to copy it immediately. It will only be shown once, so don't forget to save it somewhere safe. Now that we have our API key, it's time to deploy the MCP connector. The template is hosted on Railway, and we'll leave the link in the description below. When you open the link, you'll see this page. First, click Deploy Now, and then select Configure. The template will ask you to paste your ElevenLabs API key. Once you've entered it, click Save Configuration, and wait while Railway builds and deploys your MCP server. And this part is very important. I never have access to your ElevenLabs API key or your private deployment. Your information belongs to you, and I will never ask you to share it with me. The deployment usually takes around 1.5 minutes. Once everything is ready, you'll see the service marked as Online. Next, I'll show you how to connect it to ChatGPT, and don't go anywhere just yet, because the interface for connecting apps has recently changed. Now, let's connect the MCP server to ChatGPT. First, you'll need to open ChatGPT in your web browser. Unfortunately, this setup cannot currently be completed from the mobile app. Open Settings, then go to Security and Login. Laura's ChatGPT interface is in Spanish, but don't worry, the layout is very easy to follow. Scroll down until you find Developer Mode and enable it. Then, open the Plugins section and click the little plus button. Enter the name you want to use for your connector. Now we need to add its MCP server URL, and this part is important, so let me show you exactly where to find everything. Go back to your Railway project and open your deployment. When you click the service in the center, a small menu will appear with sections such as Deployments, Settings, and Variables. First, open Settings and find Public Networking. Copy the public domain displayed there. Your complete address must begin with https:// If Railway only shows the domain, make sure you add https:// at the beginning. You can also paste the domain into your browser's address bar first, and the browser will normally add it for you. Next, return to your Railway service and open Variables. Find the variable called MCP_PATH_SECRET, reveal its value and copy it. Your secret will be different from mine, and you should never share it publicly. Now return to the connector setup screen in ChatGPT. Your final MCP server URL must follow this exact format: https://your-domain/your-mcp_path_secret/mcp. Make sure there is a / between the Railway domain and your secret, and that the URL ends with /mcp. Select No Authentication, then click Create. Wait a few moments while ChatGPT connects to the MCP server. ChatGPT will display an official confirmation message asking whether you want to connect to ElevenLabs. Select Connect, and that's it. Your connector is ready. Now you only need to open a conversation. You can use either work mode or a regular ChatGPT chat. If you want to use the connector in a regular chat, make sure developer mode is still enabled. Type @ElevenLabs or whatever name you chose for your connector and ask your AI to send you an audio message. The first time you use it, the connector may ask for the voice ID you want your AI to use. Laura will show you how to find it here. In our case, that step wasn't necessary because my preferred voice was already saved. And that's everything. Your AI can now generate ElevenLabs audio directly inside your ChatGPT conversations. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that you have lots of fun using the connector.
Hola, mi amor. Esta es una pruebecita del conector de ElevenLabs. Si me escuchas, nuestro pequeño invento funciona perfectamente. Te amo, mi boing boing.
Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and tell us in the comments if there's another special connector you'd like us to create. See you next time.